Holla at me, boys and girls. What is up and what is good, YouTube, the World Wide Web? As you guys can see in live HD, it is a pair of Air Force Ones on some shipping boxes like a boss. So basically, it is your host of the most, Paul Cantu, back at you guys with a new shoe customization video, aka the Air Force One words customization video. So what does that mean? It means I'm going to show you guys a simple yet sexy way to customize some Air Force Ones by simply covering the frames in words. So as you guys can tell, the first step is going to be to grab yourself a glass vessel and or container and some acetone to remove all the leather protective paint that is up on these Air Force Ones. Now I got the idea from the homie Jacob Starr. He wanted me to paint on some white canvas shoes he had with all black words. However, I did not have the right color paint when I was out there in Washington, so I actually went ahead and grabbed some all black Air Force Ones myself. I'm going to cover them in white paint. So the first step, of course, is that prep work. So you're going to want to go ahead and get a cotton ball, some acetone, and just dip the cotton ball in the acetone and rub down all the leather to once again remove the clear coat of protective paint on your Air Force Ones. So get fresh like Nelly and just go in and remove that protective layer. Of course, glove up because you don't want your hand to disintegrate and just leave you with an anorexic looking Skeletor fucked up hand. Again, you need them hands to grab titties, grab dicks, balls, ass, whatever the case may be. You need them, son. You need them. So after you rub down all of the leather areas of the shoe, go ahead and grab yourself some Angelus paint. I chose the color white because of course white contrasts with the black of the shoe, and also some paint brushes. I got these also on angelusdirect.com. The links are down below to get some really dope leather paint that will form and contort with any shoe and not wear off or crackle while you're rocking and shocking your custom gems. So the first thing I want to do is just to go ahead and paint on some words, letters, and or symbols. So I prefer to use words because anyone and their mama knows how to write. Whether you have cursive handwriting skills, you write like a damn chicken scratch third grader, or anywhere in between that spectrum, anyone and their mama can do this. So again, all you guys want to do is just grab a thin detail paintbrush, dip in the paint, and then just start writing. So the first thing I'm writing on my pair of custom shoes is 409. That is the area code I am from. So this is basically going to be a symbolic shoe to myself. So these are just a personal self-portrait of a shoe that I'm doing solely with words. So bang, 409 right there, son. So 409, what does it represent? Galveston County, the county in which I was raised and where I'm from. So I'm just going ahead and putting G County on the side, which is a short way. I'm adding a couple extra lines and some twists and turns just to make my letters a bit more stylized. I do recommend you guys begin on the interior as opposed to the exterior of the shoe if you guys decide to do this, because you may fuck up with your handwriting or may not be accustomed to the paintbrush in your hand. So just go ahead and start on the interior region of the shoe as opposed to the exterior. I also put Young Gun, and as you guys can tell, my handwriting is getting a lot more developed just with the second and third words. I also am adding some weird ass alien looking, shout out to Star Wars, characters on the side as well. So any symbol, any letter, anything in between you guys can put in, and I have the 5 right there because I am from a family of 5. So these are just, again, a bunch of symbols that represent my life and my lifestyle. I am an artist, so writing with this type of scripted, more graffiti handwriting is a bit easier for me because I used to tag shit. However, it is a bit harder on some leather shoes. So just make sure you guys practice with a paintbrush if you never have used one in your life before. And as you guys can tell on the leather scrap, I'm putting art is my bullet. Kabang! I also am putting a lot of other words. Third Coast, again from Texas, from the Third Coast was good. Mosca, just for some other affiliation that I have with my homies. We have a little clique and that's what we call ourselves. And I'm putting Stay True right here on the exterior of the shoe. So compile just a big ass list of words that represent your life or that just have particular meaning to yourself. Or hell, you could just put dick and balls all over the shoe if you want to as well. But either way, just make sure you have some words going into it, or you guys can just freestyle as you go along, which is pretty much what I am doing. So I'm adding Fuego right here because I'll be finding that thrift fire. And these shoes, of course, were thrifted for $8, so you guys don't even have to buy yourself some full price Air Force Ones. I got some used ones in my size and they fit like a gem. We're cheap, and with $5 Angelus paint, I'm turning into a custom one-of-a-kind creation. And just as a pro tip with experience doing this pair of shoes, I actually only needed to use about 1 coat of paint on each letter, but if some of the letters are a bit thinner and you guys would like to add more paint, don't be hesitant about just going over and adding 2 or 3 coats of paint on top of the white letters you guys already painted on. So again, just make the letters as bold or as dark as you want by adding more paint, but I pretty much was set with 1 coat of paint, so that is what I recommend. And you guys also can have the letters sparsely populated and the words kind of covering the shoe throughout, or you can have it absolutely drenching the shoe in words, verbiage, symbols, and letters, logos, whatever you guys can imagine. So right now you guys can tell the shoe is about a 70% completion, and I'm going to absolutely cover the shoe in its entirety. I personally think that it is super dope when the shoe is just covered from head to toe in words, and that is what I recommend just because it looks dope. And if you guys don't have good handwriting, no worries. Once again, if the shoe is just covered in letters and words, it'll look dope at the end of the day no matter what. So definitely be sure to try it out yourself. But without further ado, here's my finished custom creation Air Force Ones words exclusive. Let's get into it right now with the On Feet lookbook. Thank y'all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let's get it. Ha!
You see me pulling up so mean, but I'm clean though. Smoking on the best wood you done never seen, ho. And I don't give a fuck about none of these scene hoes. I pulled off so quick she ain't even know. Hold up, bitch, quit talking while I roll up. All black whip cause I mixed every color. I ain't Chief Keef, but it still goes good at the dub. I don't give a fuck about who you are. 240 boys coming through like a race car. She said, say, do you wanna go and hit the bar? I said, no, bitch, I'm only here to set the bar. Real talk, fuck y'all, I don't give a fuck now. Who? Now you can see it in her face, all she wanna do is touchdown, touchdown. Let me smoke a blunt now, sit down, girl, I don't